Hello guys, I'm Curl and I'm going to show you my 11th run of Wailing Caverns. This dungeon is located in the Kalimdor continent, Northern Barrens, and right here. I'm using a monk, the talents are the same. She torpedo statue and rushing jade wind. I'm using the Tartare for that short boost of speed, which will make this dungeon way less painful than it already is. I already hated Wailing Caverns, as well as Morodon and so on. So I managed to finish 10 runs in 1 hour and 20 minutes, which translates into 8 minutes a run. I managed to get a looted item value of 31k, but that is only with only one pet and only a couple of items, and only 2 blue items, which go for around 2k each. A couple of 2k items, one 4k, if I recall correctly. I don't remember exactly now. This one has a market value of 2k. Yeah, it's kind of bad, what I got, but the dungeon has some really good drops, some really good blue drops. So what I'm doing in a monk is I basically kill everything in this dungeon, and I skip a couple of bosses. I do not do the Mutant User Devourer boss whatsoever. I'm doing only the bosses which have packs attached to them or have a path full of trash that leads to them. Otherwise, I'm not doing anything because they will not drop anything. So here we just kill them all, gather and kill them all. And we go right here. And why we come here is because this has a dead end, and then you can jump here back and go up, gather everything, and then just go back to the last bosses, right here. And this is with this path you will basically cover all the NPCs in this dungeon, and you'll get the most out of it. 1k cloak, kind of bad. And also you might want to come with a rogue, but you will not be using it with the lockpicking because this dungeon has already all the chests unlocked, so the lockpick ability of the rogue will be mostly useless. But you can use the rogue for its mobility and for its fan of knife spell, which is a great AoE spell right here. And as you see, there's usually one chest here which is unlocked already, and it contains some items that are not scaled up to level 60. So if you want to disenchant them, you will get the dust from their supposed level, level 13 dust and so on. Because ever since the patch 75 came and all the green items from vanilla, for example, were scaled, even blue items were scaled, whenever you disenchant one, you would have get the rich illusion dust and some more dust things, enchanting crafting reagents that are scaled, that are tied to level 60 or level 55 to 60, whatever. But you can get from this chest items that are level 11, level 13, and so on, and you can disenchant them and get the dust that you would get from a level 13. And I think that the prices will go up right now because of this scaling problem in the enchanting part. Even though it will not get the price up by far, it will still be kind of better than it was before. I think that before one piece of dust from level 13, for example, was like 20 copper or whatever, and now let's put it like this: it was 1 gold, and now I think it will get up to at least 2 gold or 5 gold, and so on, because there are so many items right now. Even though you can make a twink, or you can level up and you will still get green items from dungeons and you will be able to disenchant them, but I don't think people will do that only for disenchanting matters. If they want to level up a character, they don't even think about the gold farming methods that they could use with those characters, so they will maybe just throw away the items, the green items that can be disenchanted and also the blue items that can be disenchanted, and get the dust away. So again, these chests are, let's say, good if you want to do that. And now we came here, as you see, we gathered everything from the upper side of the dungeon. Now we get here, we kill everything, and here are mostly the most NPCs that you will kill, not on this ledge but on this path, up to the last two bosses, which we will kill, by the way. And here I got the most items, like I got these two ones, I got this 13k, the minimum buyout. I got the pets here also, but if you're lucky you'll get more pets than just one. So I mean, the legit item value could have been better if I was just a little bit more luckier, because this dungeon contains some really good items. I was not lucky enough to get at least one of them. I remember watching student channel whenever he was farming, and whenever he was farming Wailing Caverns, and he got one of those rare items. But I don't think that this dungeon was that affected by 735 and its scaling like other dungeons such as Black Fathom Deeps, which now is useless. And in order to get items that pre 735 were dropping in Black Fathom Deeps, you now have to farm RFD or something, BRD. I don't recall correctly, but one of those dungeons contains items that were before in Black Fathom Deeps. Oh, and by the way, Shadow Fang Deep is not the same, whatever. So this was the dungeon, and if you're using any class other than the monk or the druid, you will have to run back to the dungeon. But I'm using a monk also for Zen Pilgrimage, and you can use this, just trash all the items, sell the trash, maybe send some items. You have a toy mailbox, and then just come back here after 1 minute. But that was the path. I think it's worth if you want to get a cup, if you want to try your luck at some items, that might drop there. But other than that, I don't think this dungeon is that good. You don't get that much gold per hour as in other dungeons, like Black Rock Depths, and so on. Just it isn't that good. I got a good amount of green items, but most of them I will disenchant and try to sell the dust because they are not worth posting. They are like 60 gold value or 50 gold value and so on. These are not that good. I don't think I will post 90% of this. I will post these two, this one, this shield, this resistance. I mean, that's basically everything. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and see you later.